All right, we're back live and in effect. I thought I was live the last 5 minutes watching the Shedeur Sanders press conference, but I guess I'll go back and start it over with you guys so y'all can watch it too. Shedeur Sanders, after the 23-20 loss to the Bills of Buffalo in Cleveland, Shedeur went 20 of 29, 157 yards, 5.4 yard average, one touchdown, two interceptions. And y'all saw those two interceptions came. Josh Allen, 12 of 19, 130 yards, 6.8 yard average, zero touchdowns, zero interceptions, 83.2 rating, 64.9 rating for Shedeur Sanders. Let me know what y'all think. Who played the best? I think Shedeur played well enough to win. A couple of passes, the interceptions, like I said, the ball bouncing off the chest for the second week of a receiver into the hands of a DB or defender, should I say, for interception. That goes on Shedeur's stat card, not on the receiver stat card. So let's see what Shedeur Sanders had to say about this ball game today.
So, from HBCU to Power 5 now to the NFL, what has been most helpful to you during this NFL process?
I would say each step been the most helpful for me. Because a lot of different perspectives, it's a lot of different viewpoints and different aspects of life, and I feel like everything, you got to go through, everything, every moment you gotta live through, and each of those are building blocks to help you throughout whatever situation you're in and help you be thankful also.
Right.
What happened with the finger, and what was that whole episode like for you?
I don't know. You can look online to see what my finger look like if you want. I'm sure they got the details on there. I don't know. My pinky was just like, I put it in my hand warm. I'm like, why is my pinky not getting cold? Why is it not getting warm?
Yeah.
Then, I threw Quinshawn a little route down there. Then it kind of was a little high. And I was like, dang.
Look down, so
that
then finger
it was
hanging.
over with. And then I did everything, to come back because I didn't want to put Dylan in a bad situation, since when I was a 2. And it's tough. It's tough to play that role because you don't get reps, you don't get anything. And I was talking to him. I said, bro, my bad, bro, for putting you in that situation, because it's not ideal. And I want, him to be prepared whenever he was out there, so that's really how all that went.
Did it bug you in the second half at all?
Shout out to Shedeur.
At that point, I just had to accept fate. I just accepted, okay, this is what it is. I can't think about it. I can't, complain about it.
Were you unable to throw the deep ball because?
Oh, that man could throw. That man could throw.
Nah.
What did you see in the Bills?
I wouldn't have came back if I couldn't throw.
You feel me?
What did you see in the Bills' offense on tape that played to your advantage? It seemed like you was in the rhythm early in the game. So, what was some of the things you was able to capitalize off of?
It's really just building off last week. It's building off getting to the checkdowns. When you see it, pull it, take it. Playing in rhythm, all those different things. I lurk and I learn and I prove to myself, I can do that. That's an aspect of my game that I gotta be more consistent with. But I can see that, and even the last drive, for example. And I respect, and I was telling them during the game, I respect their defense. I respect kind of their coaching and how it was, because if you understand, it was kind of like Tampa 2, that Mike Backer running, walling, taking that middle, because we had a through route, a vertical route from the inside. Then we had a dagger coming. But then as soon as and I'm like, okay, cool. I got the dagger. But then he peeled off and then was waiting on that dagger. So by the time I went there, then it was just hard to get back down. I ran out of time. So that's just in those situations, it's you got to tip your cap to them. That's the whole why. Because if you playing that's the ideal coverage you want a dagger in. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, we would have got to the check down. We would have got to there quicker. But that's the why of you didn't just take that quick completion, because it was there, but that's good coaching. That's good coaching.
When you see Quinshawn go down, just first off, what's going through your head in that moment? How do you, as the quarterback, try to kind of get the rest of the guys back up? Because, it's obviously a teammate and somebody going through that.
Well, it really hurt that Quinshawn went down. Like me and Quinshawn was in the room talking yesterday to like 11:30, just about life, just about everything, because the type of person he is, and I know he been through a lot, and just building that bond with the rookie class, like having that be the new energy, and kind of stay on track with everything.
Right.
So knowing that he went down with that, it was definitely sad. It was definitely sad because I'm like, backside, I can't throw this slant. They covering it. They ain't like two. I can't throw this slant. He heavy inside. So, yeah. So that was my only option. That was my option with throwing it. So I feel bad because like I do it, But yeah. Truthfully, yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
When sometimes quarterbacks take sacks, people just say, "Oh, he's holding the ball too long." But to your point about the coverage adjustments and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
what context do people miss sometimes when they say?
I mean, if you're in a world of pleasing people, you'll never be happy. So I'm thankful that I was able to prove to myself, that I'm able to play on time. I'm able to step up in the pocket. Like I'm able to do that. Like, you got to speak life into yourself, because if
right.
you look external for that, it's not gonna happen.
That's right.
So like you just can't live in a world of thinking about other people's opinion.
Right.
Like you could take everything with a grain of salt. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, now I should have got to that check down, but the why was the reason. So it's like, who am I to just sit there and argue back and forth, about that? Like, that's me. I gotta recognize, that and get back down. So that's just building on experience. It's building on time. That's building. So I look at those moments. Okay, like you got me. If you're gonna give me now. Because I know in the future all these are building blocks. These are all lessons
That's
that
right.
I'm definitely putting in my bag and gonna grow from.
Shedeur, did they
Right.
do something
Tell 'em,
to
Shedeur.
increase or change their pass rush in the last two series? Because it seemed like they were jumping on you pretty quickly.
That's on the offensive line, but I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
say
sure.
that
I just
though.
know I just got to probably just get the ball out a little quicker. That's it. Yeah.
How's it with the mindset on that 4th and 2? Obviously, could have been a punt situation. You guys go for it on 4th down. What was going through your mind at that time?
Q kind of like explained what happened. Like I just played a lot of plays.
The right decision. Go for it on 4th and 2.
I know you can't be asking me that question, man. Come on, man. We can't see that's like the thing. Like if we want to change the narrative, change the franchise, if we want to like help, we got to speak life. You can't.
There you go.
Those type of things is like separate us.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the players like get these type of questions.
Tell them, Shedeur. A lot of players get these type of questions and they don't know how to navigate around it. They actually feed into it. They answer the question, and that creates separation in the locker room, dog. Y'all know what y'all doing. But my dog been groomed for this. He's ready for that. You feel me? Ain't no way you're going to trip me up asking me about what we should have done, what we could have done. No, you really going to ask me that? I'm running the plays that's called. I make the checks at the line of scrimmage. If we going for it, we going for it to get it. Y'all wouldn't be asking it if we would have gotten it.
And then we want to be working with y'all. We want to be proactive. But
You see that?
like when you ask questions or when questions are asked to us players and it's like you pinning stuff against each other, it's like, come on now.
Divisive.
It's like a thing in the locker room. Like, we're not going to be able to talk to them for real.
See?
We're not going to be able to give them what they need. Like,
See?
because that separates the team. That don't help anything. It don't help anything in any situation. No matter how you answer it.
No matter how you answer it.
I don't know who else to
How's
ask.
it
Tony
working
and Chris, and then we done.
Hating there.
Working with your tight end, Harold Fanning.
Yeah.
How's that? It seemed like you had plays scripted, and then did the Bills try to take him away later in the game? Because you were very effective with him early on.
Yeah. I think
Oh, now everybody in the chat, put your city, your state in the chat. Let me know where you're representing from. Put your W's in the chat for Shedeur Sanders. Also, if you're not following on Twitch, get on Twitch right now. Follow me, Big Dog Chico on Twitch. Thank you for following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else. I do follow back to all of my runners out there, to all of my my followers, my big dogs out there. We appreciate you. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, on all that good stuff. Yeah, y'all.
I think a lot of teams try to attack us in different ways. You know, whether that's exotics, whether that's pressures, whether that's doubling somebody, whether that's something. And now thinking about that that 4th and 2, you know, that great defense, great everything. So you look at that front side safety, you look at him, and then you got to see where he buzzed down, and everything happened so quick to where if y'all was on the same, that takes time for y'all to be on the same page and know, okay, this is a certain type of route, you know, it's going to develop a little bit, but in certain situations you can speed up and you can get there quicker, you know. So that's about seeing in the same lens. That's about the time on task. That's about a lot of different things, and you can't. Them processes are just something you're just gonna have to be able to grind through, you know.
Yep. Tell them, Shedeur. Some people just don't know, dog.
This past week was about you completing more passes, and you did that today. So was that the theme of the practice week for you?
No, it's just a mental thing. It was kind of like understand that winning in this game in the league is play by play. So you got to play each play for what it is, and don't try to do a lot, you know, and try to take what's there and try to do that. So oftentimes, like in the past now, I want to win, you know, so I'm trying to get to it instead of like slow down, you know, take the check down, take what's in front of you, take the easy stuff, do what you got to do. And as the game goes on and as time goes on, you'll be able to, you're going to be able to chop it down. You're going to be able to move the ball, keep getting completion. So it was just a mentality. It was just something like that I just had to like focus on mentally, you know, in that aspect of when to get to it.
We're asking from Chris.
You said the why. You talked about the why a lot today. Is that maybe the biggest thing you've started
about the why,
to grasp over the course of these 5 starts is the why of what happened the last play and you know, changing it going forward?
Yeah, I think when you explain the why, then you're able to understand perspective. So that's why we, you know, even in the quarterback room, it's like, okay, why'd you miss this read?
Yep.
Like this was the why. This is what I'm thinking. So at times,
it's
like
always about the why. For people that don't know, the coaches want to know, why did you do this? Not just the fact that you did it, but what were you seeing? What did you think that he was thinking? Because you have to be on the same page with your receivers and everyone else on the football field. You have to know what they're doing, especially as a quarterback. So when they're in the film room and the meeting room, and what Shedeur is trying to break down to them, to the layman's ones out there that they will say, is the fact that we don't just do things. There's a rhyme and reason for everything. Here's the why. And we're trying to figure out why he might have ran his route like this, as opposed to me thinking he was going to run his route like that. Let's figure out why, so we can be on the same page moving forward, because all of that stuff matters.
Sometimes we got to put things in the simplest form. So simplest form to understand the exact thought process and not assume. That's why, you know, so that's why I break it down. That's why I say that, because like it don't take much. It don't take much. We're not far from success. You know, it's all of us thinking the same thing at the same time. You know, that's all it is. And I think we get closer to it. I think each and every day, each and every game, each and every rep, you know, we get closer to everything. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for everything. I'm definitely didn't love the outcome of this game, but I understand it's a lot that we did win. You know, we won mentally today, and that's something, you know, I'll take and move forward with.
All right, that's Shiggity Shedeur Sanders. Of course, y'all know what it is. Big Dog Chico, live and direct, coming to you, bringing you the latest and the greatest in sports and entertainment, the way that we do it on Unc and Chico, Big Dog Chico Show, The Morning Run, TMR Live, all on the Pregame Network and Big Dog Chico's channel. Appreciate y'all joining us. Give us about a good hour. We'll be back with Unc and Chico tonight on our usual Sunday Night Live. We'll be back showing you guys right here. Y'all check out the plays that we broke down, Shedeur Sanders, interception and everything else. Let me know what y'all think about that. Yes, they were tip passes, the interceptions that Shedeur threw. One hit Judkins right here in the shoulder. Looked like they were just on different pages on the route. The other was tipped at the line of scrimmage, deflected, and picked off by a defender. So I wouldn't put those 100%. These were situations where you look at and say, why did you throw that pass? What were you trying to do here? It was double coverage. You shouldn't have thrown it here. These just unfortunate mishaps in the game. Let me know what y'all thinking, man. Gary, Indiana in the building. I think that's Ottawa. I forgot how you pronounce that. What is it? Italia? Ottawa, Mississippi? Because you missed the letter. But other than that, we'll be live in a minute, man. I appreciate y'all joining, man. I appreciate if y'all hit that scan, that QR code, and become a member of the channel. If you haven't already, you're late. What you waiting on? Scan that QR code. Become a member of the channel right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. Become a member of the channel. I'd appreciate it. You join, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be back with Uncle Chico live and direct in a few. All right, give me some theme music so I can get up and out of here. Yeah, let's go.
Me and contenders ain't got no relation. So what you in if ain't no reparation? How much you spending on your preparation? I'm about them binges so the win and be the motivation. Determination is intention plus the willpower. Real power, pressure you should feel ours. Bills tower. Over us, I overcome, I'm overcomes. I need direct transactions. Don't wanna wait till you load the funds. You hold the funds and Joseph come promote the clerk, demote your son. I overthrow the CEO, I'm taking over some. The chosen one, you throw me one, you owe me two. You holding one, I'm holding you accountable. Act like you owe me one. Look, every lesson learned is a lesson taught. Every blessing earned is a blessing caught. Promise I'm meek and humble and grateful for every bit. The head is heavy, so your promise have a heavy fit. The Big Dog Chico Show. That sports talk. Scope up. Joe Flo.
Like that right there. That's for the haters in the back right there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, check out the live stream, post game, the full show. Make sure you follow on Big Dog Chico BDC Reactions for more content and updates. Join us on Cash App. When you send anyone $5 or more, you'll get $5. Enter our code. Enter our code when creating your account. Cheers. Scan that QR code to become a member. Scan the QR code to become a member. W12 in the chat. Go.